So, big news has been released over multiple footballing sources worldwide today. Man City have been charged by the Premier League for numerous alleged breaches of financial rules. This is all coming from Sky Sports as to the terms of what has happened, why has it developed after this 4-year-long investigation of Manchester City breaching FFP rules. And so Manchester City have been charged by the Premier League with numerous alleged breaches of financial rules. The Premier League has referred the case to an independent commission. Man City say they are surprised by the issuing of these alleged breaches, adding they welcome the review of this matter. So the club is alleged to have breached league rules requiring provision in utmost, quote unquote, in utmost good faith of, quote unquote, accurate financial information that gives a true and fair view of the club's financial position. The league says the accurate information required related to, quote unquote, revenue, including sponsorship revenue, its related parties, and its operating costs, quote. The second set of breaches listed refers to alleged breaking of rules, quote, requiring a member club to full details of manager remuneration in its relative contracts with its manager, quote, related to seasons 2009 to 10 to 2013 to 13, 12 to 13 inclusive. So, and the third section deals with alleged breaches of Premier League rules requiring clubs to comply with UEFA financial fair play regulations between the 2013 to 14 season to 2017 to 18 season. And so, if you all were aware, in 2020, Man City were handed a 2-year ban from European football by the Court of Arbitration for Sport. After being handed a suspension by UEFA's club financial body, it was overturned, and after being handed a suspension by UEFA's club financial control body in February 2020 for quote-unquote serious breaches of club licensing and financial fair play regulations. The fourth set of alleged breaches relates to the Premier League's profitability and sustainability rules in seasons 2015 to 16 to 2017 to 18 inclusive. Finally, the club are alleged to have breached league rules requiring member clubs to cooperate with and assist the Premier League with its investigations from December 2018 to date. And the Premier League, which opened its investigation in March 2019, has referred the alleged offences to an independent commission. In the statement, the Premier League said, in accordance with the Premier League Rule W82.1, the Premier League confirms that it has today, February 6, 2023, referred a number of alleged breaches of the Premier League rules by Manchester City Football Club to a commission under Premier League Rule W3.4. So, this is all coming from Sky Sports, and so they put a question up here saying, what punishments can the independent commission impose on the club? And so it could either lead to them being suspended from playing league matches or a point deduction from what we've seen with what happened to Juventus as well with their financial problems, and order compensation, cancel or refuse registration of players, conditional punishment, order the club to pay costs, or make such other order as it thinks fit. Yeah, so those are really, really some bold punishments for Manchester City. And really, it's unbelievable. Like, finally, the Premier League has seen it fit to finally accuse it. How long did it take? And finally, we get to see this. So, Man City, and here are the numbers, apparently. There are 30 alleged breaches of PL rules by Premier League assisting Premier League investigations, and 25 regarding profitability and sustainability, 8 regarding manager remuneration, and 50 for accuracy of financial information. You're adding that all up, so 58 plus 25, that is 58 plus 25, 83 plus 30, that's 113 total alleged number of breaches of Premier League rules. You've read it right. 113 alleged number of breaches of Premier League rules. So, Man City have been charged This is coming from Sky Sports News chief reporter Kavis Solhakold, I don't know how to pronounce the name, but he says, Man City have been charged with breaking the Premier League's financial fair play rules around 100 times over a 9-year period, which starts in 2009, which is around the same time the Sheikh Mansour bought Man City for about 200 million and goes on until 2018. The Premier League's financial fair play rules are designed to ensure clubs pretty much spend what they earn. You can get around that potentially by inflating how much you're earning or hiding how much you are spending. According to the Premier League, Man City allegedly broke the rules over 9 seasons. Right there. Man City allegedly broke the rules over 9 seasons. They didn't provide accurate financial information. Allegedly, they did not fully disclose the financial remunerations that were made to one of their managers over a 4-year period. That is the suggestion that there was a secret contract, so one of the managers was getting paid much more than officially stated. They also alleged that Man City didn't comply with UEFA's financial fair play rules over a 5-year period. They also alleged that Man City have not fully cooperated with the Premier League's investigations. In the past, when they've been investigated by UEFA, they've always insisted they have done nothing wrong. In February 2020, they were banned by UEFA from European competition for 2 seasons and also fined 30 million euros. They took that case to the Court of Arbitration, which I told you before, and it was overturned and the fine was reduced to 10 million euros. At the hearing, the panel found most of the breaches alleged were not established or the time was barred, which effectively means they happened too long ago for UEFA to do anything about them. Crucially, Premier League rules do not include time bar, so when Man City defend themselves, they cannot say these alleged offences took place too long ago for you to be able to do anything about them. According to the Premier League rules, it can be a points deduction or even the threat of expulsion from the Premier League, although that would be an extreme punishment. But if it was a points deduction, it would be a deduction that would be in the current season. So if they were found guilty in a future season, that's when the points deduction would be applied. And it's going to be anything that happens very quickly, so it would discount the chances of anything happening this season. This investigation has already been going on for 5 years, so don't anticipate it being dealt with quickly. It's going to take a while. This is something that's going to go on for a long time yet. Yeah, some really, really, really bold statements, and it's unbelievable how it took them almost 4 years just to the Premier League to wrap their heads around it. But I'm glad they've finally done it, and hopefully justice is served, because Man City have gone away with it. They've gone away with it too many times. It's time for them to get out. It's time for football to win once more. We've done it with the Super League. We did it with the Super League 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Football can do it again. And we're gonna go in and we're gonna win big time. I'm also seeing if potentially there also could be the Man City's Premier League titles being stripped of. And so that would mean the team that was second behind Man City would potentially win the league. So when Stevie G was still a Premier League player and Liverpool came second, you could potentially be winning the Premier League. And Manchester United will get back their two Premier Leagues if their titles are stripped away. So, but I think expulsion from the league itself I don't think that is required of. I think it's really, really bad for them as a club because they have been really competitive, but I feel like they deserve it for almost 113 alleged breaches. I feel like they deserve it for what they've done and not being honest at all. And it shows in a Liverpool sense and a Manchester United sense how miracles were worked with the team that we and Manchester United had to take it to second. And it's time for justice to be served.